Minecraft ARGs. Alright, I'm back. I've been sick for the past like 2 weeks. I feel a bit better, but I think I'm still kind of sick. My throat hurts, but we're back. Let's
Searching
see
for a
this.
world that doesn't exist. Searching for a world that does not exist
I
is an
love Minecraft
ARG
ARG.
created by Wi-Fi's. Get used to him being mentioned because half of these are from him. This ARG is about our Sky Wars god,
Yeah,
Avery, discovering a
I love
pre-existing
ARG.
Minecraft
They're just
world
so
on a
fun.
laptop with this spooky mine. A chest containing a book
Oh,
Avery insists he did not write warns repeatedly. At the crossroads, don't
don't turn
turn
left.
left. Now,
Bro,
to any sensible person,
watching this by myself at night. Oh my god. It tripped me up.
they'd probably assume this
This is
laptop
like
was
my
owned by
type of
some
horror.
delusional
I don't
schizophrenic
care about
person
any
and
jump
move
scares
on,
or shit
but
like
not
that.
Avery.
Jump
They
scares
descend further into this
startle
cave.
me.
The world
They
itself
they don't
behaves
scare me, they
unnaturally, with
startle
features such
me.
as underground
But
trees,
stuff like this
enormous moss-covered
terrify
caverns,
me, and
and
I love
tunnels
it.
that seem to shift on their own. Avery realizes something else is following him in a single-player world. But unlike 99% of ARG protagonists, Avery is actually smart. Oh wait, no. The person we've been watching is actually someone named Deer Lord. Through
Yup.
traps, backup traps, and understanding the game, through
Man,
setting his
the
game mode to
smartest
peaceful
Minecraft
to avoid
ARG
starving and just breaking
character.
through traps,
Smartest
Dear Lord
protagonist in
explores
any of
further
these
down
stuff.
this world, knowing of the entity pursuing him. In the crossroads, curiosity about what's on the left causes him to go through the gates.
Honestly, I understand. Curiosity killed a cat. But for me, I love cats, and I'm also bitch made, so I'm leaving immediately.
He's given a little
I
smoke,
don't
and he
do
runs all the
any
way
of these
back and
stuff,
is revealed to have written the book warning Avery. So what did he see?
bro. I watched this like 2 times before I actually figured out it was the King in Yellow.
To put it
And
shortly,
even
the
then, I
ARG
didn't
is
figure it
based
out
on the book
myself.
The King in Yellow by
Somebody else
Robert
had to
W.
tell me.
Chambers. What Dearlord most likely saw was the king himself, who
And
was
I'm
born in the
definitely gonna
town.
be reading the
King
King in
in Yellow
Yellow.
is an eldritch cosmic deity, capable of driving anyone who sees it to complete.
If I remember correctly, the first time I heard of the King in Yellow was from Tail Foundry. And after that, it was from that game where you date Cthulhu, and then you date the King in Yellow, and then you date Near Laugh Attack.
Madness,
But yeah,
the
those are the
knowledge of
two
everything
times
that
I ever
has,
heard about it.
can, and will ever exist. The king continuously lures in new victims to drive them insane by preying on their curiosity. So knowing Avery will
Hmm.
probably be lured next, Dear Lord is trying to prevent it. Also, just saying, but this ARG got me so invested in the story that I bought the actual book.
W. You see, this is what I'm saying. That man Weefies was a genius. He gets people so invested. I'm also gonna buy
Anyways,
the
like all
book.
my other videos, I'll rank them
I
based on how
gotta.
dangerous they are.
That's a number 1. What?
Finding a player who doesn't exist. Searching for a
Oh, I
player that
watched
does
this
not
one
exist
too.
is an ARG, again created by Wi-Fi's, where he gets DM'd by this lad named Crafty, who wants to know what happened to his mate called Alex after he got chronically addicted to playing Minecraft. It's about the exploration of videos about a Minecraft server called
I almost
Eternal, where a
sneezed.
player named Alex mysteriously disappears into a nightmarish cycle of psychological manipulation and forced immersion. It involves deciphering governmental files, by the way, but we'll get there. It begins normally at first,
Jesus.
with Crafty and
What
Alex
the
playing together on a
hell?
server filled with a lot of other peeps, but quickly
You know,
escalates as
this one
Alex
didn't actually
experiences
scare
strange
me that
sightings of a
much.
black
It
player,
startled,
questioning if it's one of
of course. The black guy startled me. One specific scene that startled me. I jumped a little, but nothing
black
else.
players and
Aside from
unexplainable
that one
glitches.
place,
It
I'm
turns
alright.
out that the server was a part of the sinister Department of Metaphysical Sciences and its subdivision, Archive, which appears to be using the server to forcefully create chronically online Skywars players. Here's the agreement Alex
I mean, it
accepted
makes
before
no
playing.
sense, but
Also,
like,
it's presumed Alex is a child, and last I checked, kids cannot sign contracts. Alex becomes increasingly entranced, following cryptic instructions,
yeah,
playing long
this room, this bullshit was the one that startled me. I jumped when it.
after everyone quits.
That's
It all
some.
culminates in him mining bedrock endlessly for 6 years and ignoring outside contact. The government uses a
Yeah.
systematic program designed to control his behavior, stripping everything and everyone he once knew. Alex transforms into a trance-like drone with tubes connected to supply
Okay.
him with nutrients.
Don't show me that
Kid.
photo
So,
anymore.
yeah, kids, don't trust governments.
No, it's more realistic than yeah, more realistic than the King in
How
Yellow.
Minecraft World is deleting itself. This ARG
I
is
haven't
about our
seen this
boy
one yet.
Mason as he records the gradual erasure of his survival world, chunk by chunk. Mason holds extreme attachment to this castle, as it was built by Danny, his homie, with whom he shared this world. The ARG goes through all 5 stages of grief as Mason refuses to let the world die,
Mm,
repeatedly repairing Danny's castle, treating it as the heart of the world and the one structure he refuses to abandon, meaning that Danny is probably not with us anymore.
mm.
In the nether, Mason sees a road with blocks scattered, which he frantically runs back from. It means Danny
That reminds me of this thing I saw while going through YouTube shorts, where this guy's cancer-ridden brother was about to die, and somebody threatened to delete their world that they were playing together.
most likely was game-ended in a
Sad.
traffic accident, and Mason doesn't want to lose the last remaining thing he has of him.
Damn.
Eventually, everything except a tiny portion of the castle remains, suspended over nothing. Realizing the world cannot be saved, Mason finally accepts it and destroys the last blocks.
I kind of like this actually. I mean, it sort of shows you, like I said, all the stages of grief. No matter how hard you try and hold on to somebody who's not there anymore, one day you're either gonna have to let go or you're just destroy yourself chasing a ghost. I like it. Deep message.
Alpha Minecraft channel only live streams. This Minecraft ARG by wife Zacho Builds is about this goober finding a random old channel that live streams Minecraft alpha content. It is created by a
Oh,
child called Consciousness, or Con for short. Zach watches the live streams daily, probably not having anything better to do. The kid's parent is apparently the psycho dad because he is only allowed 30 minutes per day and isn't even allowed to stream. Khan leaves
damn.
hidden messages through signs and windows of his Hong Kong apartment houses, all of which basically hint that he is trapped and monitored by a man in the house he is stuck in. Khan usually wanders off to this other house, in which he constantly practices the same motion, which is later concluded to be a way to escape the house. The person who has him apparently did not like this and burnt it. After Zack decodes these clues that somehow a child made a fully grown adult puzzled, he discovers an address that points to a real home in the United States, which is narrowed down to
Nope.
the most boring state, Michigan. Khan eventually provides a
Okay.
password that allows access to the connected Gmail and
I
YouTube
mean,
account,
I don't know
confirming that
anything
the
about
current streams
Michigan.
are unfortunately not a hoax, but are coming from a child in danger. Zach does the first sensible act of sending an anonymous tip to the police, resulting in a police report stating that a missing boy named Levi was found inside the home while the kidnapper escaped. However, Levi's birthday, description of a basement, and memories do not match what Khan showed in the streams. There were two
What?
kids in the house. Khan and Levi were separate children, and there had always been two kids in the house. Khan doesn't enter the caves, which are dark, cold, and gray, because they
Oh,
reminded him of the basement that he wasn't allowed in, the basement where
because
Levi was kept.
Levi is in the
Yeah,
basement.
kids, if something happens to you
What?
but you only have access to a laptop, not a phone, use built in calling apps like FaceTime Audio for Mac and Google Voice for Windows to dial 911.
Yeah. But is that actually real though? I mean, it's an ARG, but if for my sake, I'm just gonna say it's not actually real.
Last TikTok video before he vanished. The next ARG follows TikTok
My
user
world is
Pickle, who posts
haunted.
Minecraft slideshows about his Minecraft world on the Xbox 360 Legacy Edition, which, remember,
You know, I love Minecraft, but there is a point to it when Minecraft just feels more haunting than calming to me. Like I play this game, I'm all by myself, and it's just after all of this, you notice it how empty the world is, and then it gets you
cannot use
scared and
mods.
all
But
that.
anyway, he sees a strange figure stalking him. So, what does Pickle do? That's right, he sets up a Herobrine shrine. As to no one's surprise, even scarier stuff happens as he finds a school, the average LA resident, and a well. Pickle is stubborn about letting this world go, which he later does, because he started it with his
Yeah.
older brother. Pickles' brother did a lot of bad stuff, struggled
Oh,
with mental health
candy.
issues, got institutionalized, and unfortunately passed away. In that world, Pickle finds a journal where his brother describes being stalked, tormented, and psychologically broken by the same entity, losing sleep, hearing claws at the windows, and eventually reaching a point of complete despair. That building he had earlier found can be compared to a psychiatric facility,
Hmm.
especially the iron doors being unbreakable, which can be noted in Pickles' brother being unable to escape.
All right. I will admit that did. I do feel some shivers down my spine. Damn. I'm putting that at 5 though. I'm putting it
World
at
that
5.
knows you. This
That puts some
ARG is about
shivers down
Liam,
my
who
spine.
downloads the spooky Minecraft world, where an anomaly that is faster than light stalks and torments him. Every time he logs in, Liam is given a new task in this book. Unlike most
Anomaly.
other protagonists, Liam is extremely arrogant and reckless, constantly
Ah,
wrecking shit up, like using spectator mode. Eventually, he gets really creeped out because it starts getting too personal as it starts to force him to confront memories tied to his father's death in a woodcutting accident at Acadia
damn.
National Park, the location hidden within manipulated splash text coordinates. But Liam is offered $20, so he continues. The 10th anomaly tells
Hey, $20 is $20. I'm sorry. I agree with Liam on this one.
him he didn't have a choice if he chose wrong, which shows Liam feels guilt about the accident,
Ooh.
probably because in the story, he acts very recklessly. Steve is also a real, actual person who is doing all of this for no other reason than fun, tormenting this person. Also, the file apparently can access what his room looks like and his computer. He's eventually stopped, but it is revealed that he has other
Yeah.
victims.
Nah. Nah. Some people. It seems like something some people. I bet you somebody has already done that before. Some people are just messed up. I'm putting that at 8.
Server
I
members
mean,
going missing.
ranking
This
by
ARG
best.
is about the Astral SMP, where children slowly disappear one by one. In Minecraft, nothing actually happens to them. Mason is bored and wants to play on an SMP with Barry, who can't use they and their, and creates a plugin where everyone is invisible, and you cannot tell who's who. And the only way to see is by being in a bed. Besides them, there are Leah, MJ, who are siblings, and Winter.
Why?
Strange events begin, griefing and a carved pumpkin figure abducting players by staring at them until they combust.
What?
Leah disappears first, then MJ. To this point, Mason susses Winter, whose base is suspicious. But Mason is wrong because Barry and finally Winter are also taken. The Discord accounts are banned, and only Barry reaches out to Mason. It's realized the culprit was switching between accounts, and on signs cannot use the right there. Barry banned each player one by one and blamed Winter, so only Mason interacts with him. He coded the invisibility plugin, had backend access, and every disappearance happened when he was conveniently offline or silent.
I'm just confused by that one. 8 again, I guess. I'm just confused. I don't know what that one was.
Disturbing world changes every time I log out. This Minecraft ARG is for once not about a boogeyman. It's about a player's psychological journey through a world that shifts every time they log in. This basically just symbolizes that our homeboy is afraid of change and the loss of stability.
No, no, no. I don't think so. I mean, not same thing happens to me, but like, you just ever think like you play a game, you get off the game, and then the world is just moving without you, and then immediately when you try and go back onto it, everybody just freezes back to what they were doing before.
Distorted biomes, looping mazes, cryptic messages, and hostile terrain reflect the player's growing anxiety as their environment becomes unpredictable and unrecognizable. Every time the goober logs off, he always is thrown into a different location when what they really want is to be back in their gorgeous $5 million Los Angeles mansion. End of the ARG, the player finally recognizes the fact everything is always going to change and finally finds their home again, reaching acceptance.
Hmm. It's like all of these ARGs are teaching you something. That one was alright. I put it at 4.